Hello, it's Corbin. I'm gonna take a walk around the yard and show you what's changed. Hey, boy. But first, let's pet Fable. He looks like he's been waiting for some attention. Such a mane to get through. Hmm? Whoa, it's muddy. Here. What isn't frozen is muddy. Okay. So right above the upper duck pond, what Fable's standing on, I've been working on what I'm calling the duck dome, which is just using a lot of fallen limbs to make a shelter. We have fireplaces everywhere because we're burning so many stumps, but this is one I made that was originally a stump. Hey, a duck egg. Hey, there's two duck eggs. Oh, this one's cracked. Oh, it busted because it froze. Yeah, of course they're frozen, duh. Huh. All right. A little land bridge for future growth. If you see in the distance, all the wood piles are places that we need to burn. I'm going to do a lot of that today. First dry day in a while, and it will be the last dry day for some time. So hopefully the wood is dry enough to get going. I've just been taking some of the burnt wood from the forest on trips so I can use all these to burn the big stumps. How many fires can we get going in one day? So this stump's already been burned twice and it is still visible. Hasn't got under the soil level yet. So to give you an idea of the size of these stumps, here's one that we haven't piled up yet. You want to stand on that stump for me? Here's a good boy. Good boy. Look at that big stump. Looks like a T-Rex foot. Alright, what else here? Oh, made some changes to the shed a while ago when we leveled it and pulled it back using come along pulled it back into place, and I've been making kind of just an open wall for the birds to roost on during the day. Sort of berming the sides so I can redirect the floodwaters away from under the shed where, well, I need to go down to the other level to be able to see in there. New stairs that hopefully won't wash away like everything else here. And a second step. All the wood and railings aren't just laying there. They're kind of just boundaries for design purposes. Just getting a feel for them. But the kids keep climbing on them and hurting themselves. I should just screw them into the tree, but I haven't decided what to use or what height, kind of thing. All right, let's go back around to the other shelter. Oh, hey, ducks. I made this little duck highway here. Well, it's for me and the ducks, but just because the wall started getting so high that it's quite a bit to get over for them. No problem for the chickens. Set these eggs down here, man, they're freezing my fingers. Let's have a look in here. It's early for egg checking. I was just showing you the space. All right, where to next? This was a tree that just randomly fell one night, collapsed in on itself, and you can see why. It was hollow. I still need to go get some of those pieces down there. They're just so heavy, I can't move them with anything, and they take forever to saw through. This is my sort of makeshift grain sift. I'm starting to separate the clay and stuff so I can make a cob. It didn't work very well. Mostly because I dumped 2,000 pounds of it on there and I just had to dig it all out. I think it would work a lot better just, with a shovel. Shoveling in a little bit at a time instead of having to undo. Oh, looks like Derek's already got one of the fires started in the distance. I imagine we'll have about 10 to 20 going. There's a lot of piles out there. Areas that we're trying to level, you can't mow it because it's just covered with stumps. And that means it gets overgrown with weeds and cover for the predators. Here's our 2 roosters. Well, we have 3, but one of them's leaving us soon. This is Eagle and Hank. Who do you think is the most chicken? Hey, Hank. That's pretty. I was planning on filling this this duck dome in, but it's cool to see through it. Maybe I should leave an eye. Look, you can see the island in the duck pond. There it is. Hey, boy. All right, let's head over to the kids' space. This is just for the livestock. Oh. Here's a couple of the biggest fireplaces for stumps that we've been burning multiple times and still haven't got deep enough. Look at the size of that. It's like 6 foot diameter stumps. This is the biggest one, but there was 3 right next to each other. I guess I buried the other one with a load. So garden, it's there. It's well past freezing. Recently took down this oak here, and now what do we do with that? Still need to cut through it one more time, but it takes days. It's ridiculous. So, if you can see, this is where we're digging out the side of the house to stop the flooding issues. And there's the cistern that we ended up uncovering, and we did pump it out because it was full of water just to see if there was any cracks, but I haven't looked all the way. I only crawled down there once just to get a look. It needs cleaned out fully. Pulled out all these big stones here that were stuck in the clay, and the tractor cannot budge them, so it has to be done by hand. Got one left in front of this, whatever it is, old sewer system or water catchment. Oh, I better speed up. I don't think I have that much space here on my phone. 2 fires down. It's nice to do them all in one day because you can use each fire to start the other ones. Get some good sticks, keep moving them. So this is the forest that we control burned. Everything within view. And that's where I've been sourcing some wood. Before it was so overgrown that we never even went back there really. Now that it's all burned out, I've been taking the wood out of there and repurposing in berms or just as firewood. That I wish I would have been recording that fire because it just creeped on the ground, burning up all the leaves. But we were too busy raking it to make sure it didn't reach into the neighbor's property or get into uncontrolled area over yonder. Oh, here's the balance beam kids fort area, and it's just where we've set a lot of the logs that we've taken down that we're dying and threatening those around them with falling at unexpected times. Derek said the other day it looks like a hobo camp. We're using all the old tents and tarps that have holes in them or no other purpose because the tents are gone. You're really milking the fact that my hands aren't busy, huh? Yeah, this is where some of the limbs, the one that's standing up straight here, we buried first, and it was the other Y, the big Y on this Y. Alright, dang, my fingers are frozen. Let's go start some more fires.